Hi, boys and girls. We're going to read the text today, all about maps. The first thing I do before I start is going to be to add my name to the bottom of the page where it says name. You can go ahead and do that now while you're listening to me. I'm adding my name too, as you can see. Now that you've written your name, turn to the next page so we can read more all about maps. My neighborhood. A map is a picture of a place. A map shows a place from above. I'm going to read these two sentences again, but this time I'm going to point to the words as I read them so that you can follow along with me. A map is a picture of a place. A map shows a place from above. Looking at this picture, I see that there's a key, and this key helps me to read the map. The first part of the key says apartment. So whenever I see this gray rectangle, I know that those are apartments. The next part on the key is the word house. So whenever I see these white rectangles, I know that these are houses in the neighborhood. There's a lot of houses in this neighborhood. Then there's another symbol that looks a little bit different. It's called the forest. And this symbol looks like a squiggly circle and has lines going up and down to show me that those are the trees or the forest in the neighborhood. And then there's also a long wiggly-ish gray rectangle, and that's called the street. So this map shows the street going throughout the neighborhood. So this map has 4 keys or 4 symbols. They are apartment, house, forest, and street. That helps me better read the map. These are called symbols. A map has symbols and a key. These help people read the map. This symbol is a symbol for gas station. This symbol is a symbol for the park. And this symbol is a symbol for a bus stop. Maps help people find their way around new places. Often people will be driving in cars or in trains or on a bus, and they use a map to help them find their way. This is a map of the world. It shows the continents and the oceans. So I'm going to click on my blue color so that I can add some color to this picture. I know that all of the area that is around the land is all blue because this is all ocean area. So I'm going to add a little bit. You could do it to your book too. Also, the area that is land is the area that we live on. We live here in this area, and this is green because all of this area is land. So this continent is North America. This continent is South America. This continent is Africa. This continent is Asia, and it's very large. This continent is Australia. This continent here that I squiggled over a little bit is Europe. And this continent down here at the bottom of the globe is Antarctica. And this part's a part of North America where we live. So you can see that I used 2 different colors to help me color in my map. This is a globe. It is a model of the Earth. A globe is shaped like a sphere. A sphere is another word for a 3D shape, like a ball. It's not shaped like a circle because a circle is a flat shape. This is a 3D shape or a ball shape. It's called a sphere. You say it. Sphere. Very good. It's a hard word to say. If I was coloring in this picture, I would also do the same thing of adding blue for all the ocean. It'll be easier for you to draw on your book because you don't have to use your finger. You get to use a crayon. And then you'll add green to your continents or to your land. That is coloring in the model of the Earth called a globe. Maps help us learn about our world. And you can see that these two students have a map out and they're actually folding it and unfolding it to learn more. You might notice that your moms and dads have phones that have maps already on them. So we can use maps in different ways. We can use paper maps, or we can use maps on our phones or on our devices. This is the cover of my book. I would like for you to go back to the cover and add some water and add some blue to your water. And add green for your land or your continents. See if you can find Florida. I'm going to let you look for just a second. See if you can find Florida on the map. Did you find it? If you did, go ahead and circle it. You can use any color you like, but circle where you live. And I'm going to circle it right now. I'm going to choose the color purple so that it stands out. This is Florida. If you found it, nice job. While you're finishing coloring, think about what the main topic of this text was. What was the idea, or what was the book all about? If you said all about maps, then you are correct. That is the main topic of this text. Now think about some key details that you learned about maps. Remember, a good reader always goes back into the text to find information. Go back into the text and find some details that you learned about maps. Make sure to share those with your friends and with your family. You learned that maps help people get places. You learned that symbols help us better read a map. Those are details that the text told us to help us learn more about maps. I know you're on the right path, and when you finish with this book, you're going to be an expert about maps. Congratulations!